I'm going to wait for some people to come in now.
If they're already connected.
I don't know.
Hey, Autumn and Derek. Can you hear us? Okay. We had to back out and come back in, so everybody's, I'm hoping, going to find their way back. There we go. So then we weren't sure that we even had any audio since we didn't first have any video.
So we're going to wait a few minutes to try to get everybody back on. I'm going to try to let everybody know where we are now. So if y'all give us a few minutes.
Hey,
Jeannie and Alex.
Jeannie and Alex. Jim and Amy. Got my wine. Me too. Me too. If you start with a full glass, then you don't have to refill. That's the tip for the day. Hey, Elizabeth.
We'll give it a couple more minutes because we had a couple people on the other page, and for some reason, I tried something different and it didn't work. So,
and we're sitting on a different sofa. I'm not sure this is going to work because it's not right. Feels different, but you know.
Jeannie has her wine too. Hey, Alex, you guys need to get to one of our campouts.
And Alex is thinking, Jimmy, you need to come to an HDT rally. I said it for you.
I'm trying to get her there before I buy my new truck. So, Alex, help me get her there. Love the painting in the back. We weren't going to talk about the painting yet. That's
Isn't that cute?
John's part one, number two.
Part two. It looks like Rhonda beat you here, John. I'm just saying.
And she was awake this time.
Shame, shame, shame.
Couple more minutes, guys. Couple more minutes.
Duck down. Autumn commented on the cow because
we're not going to talk about the cow.
We went to a
paint
and sip.
Does that look good right there? My horns.
We went to a paint and sip, only it wasn't a paint and sip. It was a paint and eat. But anyway, I can't paint. But that's my cow that I painted, and my daughter did one too. And he turned out equally as cute, but she took him home with her. Just started fighting Sunday. You're both so fun. Oh, thanks.
We tricked you. We're not that fun. It's the wine.
Fun. Some days we're fun.
My back
is better.
But Lisa's now hurts. So I'm about 80% better. I can move around a little bit. I can breathe a little bit now. It's been 2 long weeks. So yes, it is getting better. It's not where I want it to be, but it's getting better. So, all right. Well, I don't see everybody here yet.
That was on the other page.
Maybe they'll come over later on. I try to let them all know that we're out on another page. But anyway.
I'm trying to get your little list up here of things you want to talk about.
So the map is behind us. Who has one of these types of maps? You know, do you guys? Here's a question.
Are you going to start it?
Yeah, this was even part of our thing, but we have 13 people on here right now. So what we're going to do is we have pins in the map. I don't know if you guys can see them. These pins are where we stay the night. And I know
at least one night.
You have to sleep one night. I know a lot of RVers out there put them on for different things. There's different rules. There's different, all those things. So I just want to know from the 13 people that are on here right now, if you have one of these maps or a map similar to this, what makes it so you can
preface it with, because some people
hold on. This is G-rated too, by the way.
People like to get upset. We understand that it's our map and we can do it however we want to, but it's always fun to hear how other people do it, how they determine. Some people like if you drive through it counts. Some people have to stay a week. So
wait a minute. Hold on. Since we started late and we had to mess everything up, you got to tell us what today is.
It's Wine Down Wednesday. Wine, courtesy of
Tiffany's here finally. You almost said Sutler Post.
Sumner Crest Winery. This is my favorite. This is Orlinda Gold. and we already had part of a bottle before we started this one, so that might
We haven't
explain
been drinking that long, so
part of my snafu.
So don't forget, guys. Sumner's
Harvest
Crest
Host.
is a harvest host. She can fit all of your trucks, even you, Jeannie, and Alex.
Yes,
The
y'all
truck
can
will
stop
fit
there.
there.
They have room.
They got plenty of room, so that is one of our favorite harvest hosts. She is a sponsor of our wine tonight for our Wine Down Wednesday. So make sure you guys check them out if you're out on 65
in north of Nashville. They are almost the Kentucky line, so they are right off the interstate. It's the perfect harvest host because it's right off the interstate.
We have a video there so you can kind of see how far they are off the interstate and all that. So make sure you check them out. And if you go there, let them know that we sent you there, because I'm trying to get some commissions from her. I'm trying to get some free wine. So
there you go.
What?
Must sleep in the state at least one night. Their rule, again, spend one night. We stay at least one night. See? We're all like-minded people.
We think the same way with the map. We stay at least one night to put in a sticker or a pin. Yep. So this one's pretty neat. This came in like 4 different pieces. We found it. It took a little while to get here because, we didn't realize there was a war in Ukraine.
I did realize there was a war in Ukraine.
When we complained to find out why I was taking so long.
I didn't complain. I messaged and asked how long it would take to get a map. I didn't realize they were in Ukraine. And the guy said, well, we're a little behind right now because we're kind of in a war. And it still came like a week or 2. It was really quick. So it came in pieces. It came with it did come with some pins, but I didn't like them. They were real tiny and they were hard to push in. It came in like 5 or 6 little pieces, and it came with the double sticky tape. And it's been up there for
many miles.
And nothing moves. So there's that.
So we see a lot of new people on here. Some people we know, some people we don't, which is cool. We love seeing new people on here. So what we try to do is we try to do these every 2 weeks on Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be live at a special place, and hopefully we can have some special guests. Tiffany.
There's several people on this chat that are going to be there, so
yes,
that's exciting.
So we might get a couple people there on special guests for 5 or 10 minutes while we do our live next week or 2 weeks, because we will be live at our 2023 spring camp out in Endless Caverns, our resort in Newmarket. So I'm hoping to grab a couple of our people on here, and you guys can kind of see the face of some of these people. So if you're not signed up for one of our campouts, we have 2 other ones. We have one in August or June.
August. The one in August is in Chincoteague Bay, Virginia. So if you're coming from north, you can just come down. If you're coming from south, even in Virginia, you're going to have to go across the Bay Bridge, go across or through, however you want to say it, the Bay Bridge Tunnel, which is kind of cool if you've never done it.
And our coolest one is going to be in October, which is going to be the Clydesdale Farm. It's boondocking only. You have to be self-contained to come out there. So that's going to be a blast. You get to play with the Clydes that bring the Christmas tree to the, I always want to say Super Bowl, but it's not the Super Bowl. It's to the White House, not the Lighthouse. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's all on our Facebook page. If you guys want, follow us around on all of our social media platforms. That's where we're posting everything. We love to see everybody there. But what we try to do, 2 weeks from tonight, Autumn, or Derek, whoever you are from Raising the Wild Berries. So what we like to do is answer as many questions we possibly can get in an hour's time. So if you have a question, just like Jay Kenny down there, where do you get your hats and shirts? Which hats and shirts?
John Kenny.
You know we get our hats and shirts.
I'll send you a link.
If you have a question, please put it in all caps. That way we can see it. It's a whole lot easier when it starts going pretty quick. So we want you guys to ask us anything you need to ask us, anything you want to ask us. We'll answer in the best way we possibly can. And if you guys don't have questions, then we will talk about some other things, and
we'll just make up some stuff.
We'll make up stuff as we go along. We do that pretty well. So, but yeah, the floor is open to you guys for a few seconds. So ask away. Like I said, we know there's a lot of new people on here. So ask us something and we will get into that conversation. And if we can't get enough questions, we will say some stuff for ourselves.
If you switch this, it closes, right?
Yeah, we can't move that.
Oh.
So
let me see. I was going to try to just post that link.
What product do you use for your black tank treatment? I'll let Lisa do that one. We don't use products. We don't use
we use the Geo method, which is no chemicals or no chemicals that you buy that are specifically for tanks. You can either buy liquid or powder water softener, which is made by Calgon. Walmart has it. It's nothing special. Walmart, in most grocery stores. So like after the black tanks are emptied, I'll fill the toilet up and put a cap, because I get the liquid Calgon water softener, which just makes it slick. So it kind of coats the inside of the pipes in the tank so things don't stick to them. And I buy the cheapest, strongest smelling laundry detergent that I can find, usually at Walmart, and I add a cap full of that. That takes care of the odors, and the water softener keeps things from sticking, because stuff's going to break down anyway. Knock on wood. We've been doing that ever since we've been camping, and we've never had a problem with clog or with our tank smelling bad. So.
I believe in it. The little tablet you put down in there, septic tanks and all that kind of stuff will work great. But when you're only somewhere for 2 or 3, 4 days, I don't think it has enough time to break everything down. So the Calgon slicks everything down, so everything slides down pretty good, and the cheap laundry detergent makes everything smell good. And it's worked for us for many years, so we're not going to get off of that anytime soon. So any new dates, any new updates on the Keystone Rally in June? Absolutely, there's updates. The update is it's open to all Keystones now. So if you're a Keystone owner, that means you can come to our rally in
June 5th through 10th in Shipshewana, Indiana. So any of you that are watching, I know some of you are already signed up, but if you're not and you have a Keystone RV of any shape, form, or fashion, it doesn't matter what it is.
Come join us. We're trying to make this thing huge.
Yeah, it's no longer tightened down just to toy haulers. It's going to be any Keystone. So if you're interested and you're not already signed up, now's the time. It is the 5th through the 10th, which I believe is a Monday through Saturday. Don't have a calendar in front of me. And it's going to be full of, they're going to have some of the newer product models out there on display at the campground we're staying at. They're going to provide factory tours for whatever your brand of RV might be. They're going to do tours of customer service. You get to go to the engineering department, which is a pretty cool place where they do a lot of research and development, and that's one of my favorite parts to go to. We usually do, when we're there for events, like a community service, like we'll go pick up trash at a park or something like that. And then she's going to have a lot of vendors at the campground. Like I know somebody from Moride will be there. I think somebody from Rec Pro, somebody from Lippert, Future Solutions with Solar.
It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people there. So if you're a Keystone owner and you can be up there in June, make sure you sign up. It's on Keystone's website. Go under the tab and whatever it is to get to the rallies and then sign up, because we would love to see all you guys there. We want to see as many of the rallies, campouts that we can possibly get you guys to. So, well,
and if you've ever been curious, like how do they make it or how does their whole operation run, you'll have a much better understanding of how that all comes together, which I think is kind of cool.
And Sarah says she sees you guys are home in Williamsburg, and how long
we're here until the 30th.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about it right now because we're only 13 minutes. Wait, you have to wait to the end. There's another reason we're here. So you'll have to wait until about the 45-minute mark.
But we're still leaving on the 30th.
We're still going to leave, but it's kind of important news. So some of you guys know, some of you don't, but we will let you guys know what's going on. So got to stay tuned to the end.
Well, I'm glad you caught us tonight then, Elizabeth. That's awesome. Hey, Brian, when are you coming in? You're coming to Williamsburg, right?
Brian Smoot. We also see hello all go deep into break-in video. All right, I need a little more help than that. What are you asking about the break-in?
The break-in to the truck.
Oh, the truck. Well, if you watch the video of the break-in of the truck, that's all we know. They literally broke into the truck in San Antonio, and they took the truck and shook it upside down. And
they didn't steal a thing except for the dash cam that records inside and outside, and it beeps when it cuts on. So we're fairly certain that they wouldn't have stolen that if it hadn't cut on and beeped to alert them that it was on and recording them. They didn't take the cord to it, nothing. They just snatched it down off the dash, and that's the only thing they took. So I feel fortunate that that's all they took. And we're out the dash cam, which was under $200, and a window, which was
so. This is where we need you guys' help. If you can, go to that video and share it. Put it everywhere you can possibly can. Call Hilton out. Call, what was the hotel now? You know what the hotel?
Homewood Suites.
Homewood Suites. Call them out, because All we want them to do is give us a call and tell us what happened, why they can't get in touch with us, because we just want to know what was going on. I just want to know who was in my truck. I'm not going to press any charges because by the time I go all the way back out to San Antonio and all that kind of stuff, it's going to cost me a fortune. So, but yeah, please take that video and share it and share it and share it, because I don't want to see it happen to you guys. It was terrible. So anyway, probably fine.
Oh, I mistyped. Don't click on that.
Oh, gee whiz. She's trying to type.
I wanted to paste. But
Brian Smoot, what happened? We'll have to let you guys know about that later. We'll still be here when we see you here. How's the new Nugget? Well, as you guys know, we have a second grandchild. There's a gnat flying around.
He's trying to steal your wine.
Yeah, he is doing great. He's finally, I think, sleeping a little bit through the night now. That's another reason we're in town, because our second son had this second grandchild of ours. So we are here in town to see him for a little bit before we hit the road, and we're gone for a little while. So I can't get Mimi away from it. I've been trying to get her out for a little bit.
He's so cute. He's so tiny.
I don't like the little baby ones. I think I'm gonna break them. So I have more fun with the older Nugget. So, but yeah, if you come to, I believe, the horse farm,
they're going to be at the horse farm.
You'll see both of them. So you'll see Nugget 1 and Nugget 2. So,
all right, here is a link, John Kenny. Don't pay attention to the first one because I mistyped, but here is a link. So any merchandise y'all are interested in, shirts, hats, I don't know what the hats are on there. Shirts, hoodies, tank tops. They even have like the, they're not Yeti, but you know, those types of tumblers and water bottles and all the stuff. FindUsCamping on it. So if there's anything you want like that, that's where it is.
So Tom says, can you turn off the beep on the camera? Probably, but it never bothered me because it just came on when I turned it on and I never thought about it. So knock on wood, I've never had anybody break into my truck. So
right. We should have just unplugged. So lesson learned. Next time we'll just unplug the camera. And I struggled to get it up there and I struggled to get it down. So I don't know how they just snatched it down.
The reason I want it on there is because if somebody bumps into you or somebody does something in the parking lot, it at least shows it. So I mean, I've been driving for many, many, many years, and thank goodness I'm knocking on wood again. That has never happened to me, but it happened, and I'll just keep doing what we did. And if they break in, they break in. So cross your fingers it doesn't happen again. We know to try to stay out of San Antonio area with the truck at the hotel now. So
are we in B section?
I don't know what section we're in.
We're right beside the bathhouse in the middle of the park. I do think it is B section.
Brian, we're 45 foot long.
You'll see us when you pull in.
The front and the back.
We can see the main drive when you pull in. You'll see us. But we're right next to the bathhouse.
Did you do a video on the camera? No, I didn't have long enough to do a video on the camera. I only had it for a couple weeks. I was trying to figure it all out. So, yes, we did go inside and thank the manager. Yes, we did. Yeah, it was. I really wanted to thank him.
Well, we didn't get to thank the manager. We could never get in touch with the manager. There was that. How about you, Hamiltonville Farms?
Hey, if you guys, now we got Hamilton Farm on here. He is one of my mentors for YouTube. So he just hit the 300,000 sub mark.
Congrats.
So everybody, congrats. Oh, Hamilton Farm there. And you haven't checked him out, you need to go over there and check out Hank. He's the one when I'm struggling with YouTube and saying I'm giving up on YouTube and giving up on all the social media. He says, how about you?
Why are you going to do that? Off the ledge.
So we love Hank. We boondocked up there. And Gina, I'm sorry, Gina.
Out.
Well, Gina was short. So
Gina has a channel too. Black Barn Blossom.
Yeah. So make sure you check them two out. You'll love Hank. Hank is a blast. So let's see if we can get him up over a couple more than 300,000. He doesn't need my help, but anyway, but we love Hank.
It's a good time. It's good fun. He starts old equipment that's like broke down in the woods and stuff.
That's Lisa's kind of thing right there.
It is. I would like to be there.
That's why she got me, because I'm a broke down piece of equipment. I think.
Things. Rhonda, love the bullet point. Love it. I am going to have to get an extension because I was told today the little adapter that I have for my tablet. You know how I said you could do it sideways or you could do it up and down. Yeah, well, apparently you're supposed to do it up and down. I didn't do it up and down because it's up too high. So I need to get, and they make an extension that's two little balls to connect two of the rods. I don't know, my hands. So that it can come over and drop down further. So I will be ordering some new pieces and parts to extend it. But we ordered what we thought we would need. And it's kind of hard because when you don't have it and you don't know exactly how long things are to You just kind of have to guess with what you're going to need. So I am going to get a couple more pieces, and somebody, I don't know who it was. So if it's one of you, I'm sorry. I don't remember who posted it. Said they weren't rude, but I'm thinking, duh. The bracket or the mount that Jimmy got for his phone will also work if we turn it this way to hold our TPMS monitor that has the broken thing on the back.
So if you guys are wanting to bullet point now, we are loving it. We've drove over 100 and 200 miles with it so far, and it has not moved. We have worked with them to get you guys a 10% discount. So on our video there now, if you want to order one, you get 10% off. So try them out, see what you think. We really love them. Hank says he loves his bullet point too. So bullet point, I wish I'd have found them a long time ago. It holds everything still on your dashboard.
I was just a little skeptical. I got that it would hold it. I was a little skeptical that when you would drive, it would, it would shake down, but it does not. It does not move at all like that.
No, it's not going to fit on her Kia. It's only for trucks, SUVs, and Jeeps.
Like Ford, Chevy, Ram, Jeep. That might be the only ones that are on there. But you could check it out. It's Bullet Point Mounting Solutions. And they are always making new stuff. So you could probably get on there and say, hey, my Kia needs one of these. It's worth it.
They're great to work with. We've talked back and forth with them. They're making new pieces and parts to help everybody with the Halo View. So the Halo View piece will fit on there. So go back and watch that video. You're gonna really like it. So
no worries, Scotty Waffle travelers. We were a little late too. We had some technical difficulties. All that matters is that you're here now.
And Alex, you don't need it for the HDT. You guys have so much dashboard room up there.
Oh my God, you have an apartment on wheels.
You make me jealous because I still want the HDT. So,
but it does. It snaps down in there nice and tight.
While we were talking about YouTube there for a minute, if you guys can, please, we have 30 people on here right now, only 6 thumbs up. So if we can change that 6 to a 30, YouTube loves that, and it helps us.
Which means we love that.
Which helps. So I know, Cody, we all want HDT. We're all jealous of those HDTs. So got to get down there to the HDT thing, but Lisa won't make it.
So Jeannie and Alex go to like the HDT rallies. They're the ones that got Jimmy all gung ho about it.
They're not the only one, but they really helped. So they have a truck bigger than what I need. I don't need something.
Oh yeah, their thing is massive because, fun fact, they used to. Alex drove the truck and hauled the blades for the big windmills, and Jeannie from behind with her little remote control drove his rear end of his big truck. So fun fact about the two of them. We met them at Moorride, and they are just awesome, fun people. But some of the stories.
So we all need to talk to them and see if we can get them to one of our campouts so you can really talk to them about that, because it was pretty neat, and you guys can see the HDT. So let's all get a shout out to them and say, hey guys, we need to get them to our camp out. So
where is Hutchinson?
Come on, we're not truck drivers. I have no idea where Hutchinson is. You're the truck driver, buddy. But yeah, let's all call them out and see if we can get them. I feel
like it was out west somewhere.
Maybe we can get them to the boondocking place in October, and then everybody can really see the truck.
Can we also talk, while we talked bullet point, about how nicely our Halo View camera fit up there? Because that was, they make phone mounts there, a dime a dozen, but our Halo View camera came on like the little bracket, but with nothing to mount it to without drilling holes in the dash. It wouldn't sit up high. It would sit in the little hole where the bullet point went. It wasn't up high enough for you to see it. So it would sit down there. When we needed to use it, I would have to pick it up and, move it so that Jimmy could see it, because it wasn't really all that visible. And there is not a mounting bracket for it per se. Bullet Point is working on that because we sent them ours so they can use it kind of as a mold. But we were able to mount that little bracket that comes with it, and it is nice. It sits up there. It's nice and tight, doesn't wiggle around, and it's always easy to see.
Halo V2 looks so easy to set.
Yes.
It's very easy to the point where there's no pairing, no nothing. We just turn it on and everything paired. So they're actually sending me one now to put into our toy hauler spot. So when we're driving down the road, I can see what's inside the toy hauler, see what's moving around and all that. So we're going to do probably another short video on that to see how easy it was just to plug that in and go with that.
That way you don't have to pull over and see if a bike has fallen over or something has jumped off of where it belongs. Rhonda would love that. She would have to pack up so much stuff.
Yes, Kenny, I know you're coming in this week or next week, whatever. Yes, we might have to drive that, but so we do have another HDT coming in to
Yep.
Williamsburg next week. We're going to do a video on him. So we already
Kenny
did it.
and his wife Carla have the Mac Daddy setup. They have the HDT. They have the smart car. I already call it little car.
I don't know how smart he is,
The
but at least he has a smart car.
And they have a Momentum. It's okay. And which is a toy hauler for those of you that
Wait a
don't
minute,
know.
hold on.
It's a grand design.
What does Jeannie and them have?
They have a
Help us out.
Lux.
Yeah, that's right.
Mobile Suites.
That's right. You guys got the high dollar one.
They got one of them. Anyway, Kenny and Carla, all of their things, their little car, maybe the golf cart too, are all wrapped. So if you see them out there, it's Crystal Ball Adventures, right? I think it's the coolest thing. It's all wrapped up to match. Everything looks all the same. It's really cool.
You'll see a video coming out soon.
I have a little Instagram. Last time we met them, last time we were here, that they were here was the first time we had met them, and I did a little video of him loading the car up on the back of the truck. That's pretty scary.
Like we said, in 2 weeks we're going to be in Ennis Caverns live at our spring meetup. So if you guys can put on your calendar now, 8:00 next Wednesday. I want to get as many people as we possibly can on the live. I want to try to get 100 right now. We're up to 33. I want to try to have 100 of us on there next in 2 weeks. So it gives you guys 2 weeks to let everybody know, all your friends know, we're going to come live from the meetup.
Well, the meetup won't start
location
until
of the meetup.
Thursday. I gotta say Friday. The meetup won't start till Thursday, but there's a lot of people that are coming in early, so it might be a wild live.
So we would love to see you guys. Everybody share that as much as we possibly can. We want to get this thing big. We want to get it huge, and we have a lot of maybe possibly big news for 2024. So as far as campouts go and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to put that out yet, but you guys are going to need to keep following us around and find out what's going on. But if we get this news that we're trying to get up in 2024, I think it's going to be fun for everybody.
Kenny, are y'all? I know y'all are coming to one of our meetups. It's not the one in Endless Caverns, is it? I want to say you're coming to the Clydesdale.
He's coming to Clydesdale Farm.
Well, Tiffany was asking if any of those setups were going to be at Endless. Not that I know of. That doesn't mean
no, because I can't get Jeannie and Alex. I've been begging them to come for.
We don't know
many of them.
There are people coming that we've never met before, so there is a possibility that there could be one there.
Jeannie, or Alex, I will text you, let you know about the get together and those setups next Wednesday. John Kenny, no, next Wednesday we're not doing anything. No, we're definitely not doing anything next Wednesday. And there'll be there in just a few more minutes. I'll tell you why it's not going to be anything next Wednesday. But every 2 weeks we do the live. So Clydesdale's,
you could do something next Wednesday. Nothing's happening Wednesday. Okay, he wants to know about the one at Endless Caverns.
All right, I'll let you know about Endless.
He'll text you when we hang.
Endless Caverns. I don't know if you'll better get into that one now because it's only in 2 weeks, and they might be booked. But I'll let you know. Rhonda's asked about Endless Caverns. What's she asking?
Have to wait till October, Bob. Oh yeah, Bobby will. Yeah, he'll be wanting one of those, Tiffany.
All right. So what's on your list over there? What are we?
My list is to talk about the meetups that are coming up, which I think you already did. Right.
Yep.
And
all right, still got 31 people in 19. Thumbs up.
Technically challenged.
Hit that button down there, guys. Let everybody know you're here.
Point, and then that.
Well, that's not.
And so you're open for any questions that people might have or anything they might want to say.
I need some more.
2 weeks, Rhonda.
Yeah, 2 weeks. In 2 Wednesdays, we'll be live from there. We'll be doing a couple more lives while we're there because we want everybody to see what's going on. So I'm going to try to book.
Nicole. How big is your rig, Nicole? Because I did talk to them the other day, and she still had some sites open. But Alex and Jeannie have a big rig. I don't know that there's any more big sites open.
Are you going to leave my Dodge to pull your camper there? No, Bobby, I don't need it. My transmission is fixed now, buddy. I don't need your old Dodge. 32 feet. Yeah, I think they'll have plenty of room there. So
oh, yeah. You'll be good.
We're supposed to have a phone call with them hopefully the next day or two, and we'll check and see but try to call them and see if you can get in. That one is a blast. That one we have 75 RVs coming in. I think we have over 80 people coming in with cabins and all that. So that's going to be a blast. We want to do the Maryland. Which Maryland one are you talking? I guess you're talking to Clydesdale.
Maryland is the Clydesdale Farm. Okay, so I know for like 3 weeks now I've been saying I'm going to send an email out, but I promise I have to send an email out tomorrow about Endless and how you can win things there.
So while you're on here right now, we will send an email out to everybody coming to Endless Caverns tomorrow night. By tomorrow night. If you don't get it for some reason, this email is very, 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 very important, because if you don't get this email, you're not going to be able to enter the big prizes. So that email goes out tomorrow night by 9 o'clock. If you don't get it, you need to email us back and let us know. So,
because there was one person that I had a bad email for, and I got that fixed, but there was another person that I have a bad email for, but I don't have any way to get in touch with them. I mean, I'll see them at the meetup so I can get it fixed then, but I don't have any information to reach out to them before that. So if you don't get an email, let me know. I will, by the end of the week, I will have an email out about the other 2 meetups, like when they are, what they are.
We're holding her to that, guys.
Well, most people have asked about the Clydesdale Farm, but I want to send both of them out because we went last week to the campground. Well, not quite a campground yet, but we went to Chincoteague to the Sun Outdoors where we're having the camp out in August, and it's right on the water. It's going to be super cool. They're supposed to open in June. I'm a little nervous about that, but they seem confident. And there was people there working. I mean, they were working really hard, and they had they had all the cabins. They had all the waterfront cabins. They had the waterfront glamping tents. They were still setting up the interior of some of those tents because they have refrigerators and bathrooms and all the things.
So we did create an event, create a Facebook page for that too. It's a 2023 summer camp out in Chincoteague Bay. So make sure you go to Facebook, check that out. Even if you're not coming, just go ahead and go on the page. That way you can see what's going on. You can see the pictures. You can see what we do, how it all works. So the 2023 spring one is on there, and the fall one for the Clydesdale Farmers, all on our event page on our Facebook page on FindUsCamping. So you can check all those out. That way you see if you guys are really interested in coming. We love to have as many people as we possibly can at every one of them. We have a blast.
And there's an assortment, so the one in Chincoteague, there will be waterfront cabins, water view cabins, waterfront sites, water view sites, and then back end sites. There's different prices on all of those. So keep in mind you're on the water. So it's not $40 a night because it's on the water. The campground, literally, as you drive through, is at the end of the road is the campground. So you're on like a little point. Water surrounds 3 sides of you. What they had done so far looked really cool. Again, they're supposed to be finished by June. We're coming in August, so we're excited to go. But then the one and the information is on that event page on who to call, what to tell them to book your site there. The one in October is going to be a little different because it is at the farm that it's at is a Harvest Host, but we will not be parking where the Harvest Host park because there's just a couple spots there. We will actually be parking in the Clydesdale's farm. In the Clydesdale's field. They moved them to a different field, and we will be parking out there. So there's no real reservation process as far as calling someone and setting it up. You need to let me know. And we've asked
I can't get comfortable in this thing today.
I'm telling you, we should sit on the other sofa.
I wanted to show the cow.
Mm-hmm. You need to email us in the subject line. What did you tell them to say?
Just say camp out,
fall meetup or horse farm, in all caps, something like that, so that it grabs my eye. I'm trying to keep a list of emails. The way that's going to work is we have to come in, and again, I'm going to put in an email, but we need to come in on Friday. Anytime is fine. We will get there early so that we can get everybody situated. It is $20 per night per RV, and I will be collecting that in cash when you get there. So please bring cash. I'll try to have change. And what we do is they have a barn party every year at this time on a Saturday. And they've invited us. So we come and we camp Friday through Sunday, and we get to attend their barn party on Saturday.
Which is a blast.
But there's a lot of expense, right? So, and they have a horse farm. So all the money we collect goes straight to the farm, whether they're, helping cover the cost of their barn party
or the band, because they have an awesome
band or, something to go towards the horses, whatever. It's, there's no hookups, but it's $20 a night per RV, and that's what the money is going for. So
are you guys enjoying these campouts that we're getting? Because we're thinking about next year to get a couple more of them. We're thinking about going out a little bit farther west to pick up some people out there that don't get a chance to camp out on our campout. So we want to know, are you guys interested in doing more campouts? Because we can do more as we go different places and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, just let us know. Yes, no, you don't like them. You can like them. You want more of them or what. So we're just trying to make it fun for everybody. We're trying to make it so everybody can meet people.
So there you go, Tiffany. Brian Smoot said we're going to be helping him set up next Wednesday. No time for a live. That's funny stuff. And Tiffany, just so you know, Kenny said they'll be at the horse farm. Think you're planning on coming to that. So he has the HDT set up. So you can take a look at that.
And Nicole, as far as did it pick the poop up?
They're not moving the poop. But I will say, we stayed in the horse farm last night. Last year, I didn't see it at all.
We had 17 campers in a row last year, and nobody said anything about that. So
I mean, it's got to be there, but it's that farm is how big? It's multiple acres. That field, I don't want to call it a farm. That field is multiple acres, so it's not like they're all confined to one place.
We ate breakfast out there 2 mornings in a row. Never had any issues or problems, and we had cornhole and fires and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think you have any problems with that. We didn't run any of that stuff. So
and once you meet the boys, those horses,
that's what I'm saying, Tiffany. I'm sorry if you're still on here. Sorry, we love you, Harvest Host, but you still don't. You're not the horses for her.
I love her Harvest Host for a different reason. They're different. They're both Harvest Hosts, but they're very different, and I love them both. They're my favorites.
Yes, just need to fit. Well, I don't know which one you're talking about, but if you're talking about October, Alex, you got plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Alex, yes, you can definitely fit.
I can almost land a plane out there.
Definitely fit. So the people that own the farm to transport the Clydesdales, they have a tractor trailer that they haul the horses in, and they can get in and out. So
I expect you to be there, Alex. I'm gonna give you a front seat row all the way at the end.
Mechanicsville, Maryland.
Bobby was so excited. Also, I love to attend any campouts y'all do as long as my schedule allows. Well, you need to make more time for your schedule to allow.
Oh no, they're coming to one in Chincoteague though, right? Not Chincoteague.
No, they're not coming to Chincoteague because they got to squash grapes or squash strawberries or something.
Coming to one for the horses. I'm fairly certain.
All right, guys, we need some more questions. Ask us something. I know you guys have questions. Everybody has questions, especially Kenny. Kenny always has a question out there. So ask me some questions. Let us know what you want to know. What do you want to talk about? Give me the date. The date is Columbus Day weekend.
October 6th through the 8th. It's the weekend right before Columbus Day. Jeannie and Alex. Hey, y'all. Hey.
So anyway, I'm going to make it quick here now. The reason why, well, first of all, we don't do lives every week now because everybody thought it was a little bit too much, so we don't do every 2 weeks. So next Wednesday, Lisa is going to be going to bed a little bit early because Thursday morning, maybe
Thursday afternoon,
she goes in surgery.
I'm getting my shoulder fixed, guys, which is awesome.
But I'm scared. I'm a little bit nervous because this is right before our meetup, guys. So whoever is going to the meetup at Endless Caverns, I need your help.
We have lots of peeps.
Because she's going to be like this.
It's going to
be for a very, very, very long time. So
it's going to be just fine. Has anybody had that rotator cuff surgery? Telling me it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I'm already looking forward to eating out every single night. I'm not washing any dishes. I'm taking
you already wash dishes. I don't know why you're saying that.
I'm taking all of our clothes to the laundromat and having them wash it. As far as bathing her goes, I'm just going to spray her down and throw some soap on top of her or whatever it is and let it go. So.
Oh, look, Bobby said he'd cook for you.
Oh, yeah, but you're not going to be here for 9 months.
It'll be fine. The sling is only for like 6 weeks. After that, it's all good.
We have a recliner. Shoulder surgery is rough. Please don't say it that way. Just say shoulder surgery.
So John had it several years ago, and it's all good, right? See.
Mm-mm-mm. So I'm already struggling a little bit. I told her I would take good.
John said Longhorns.
We went to Longhorns tonight, matter of fact. So I'm gonna take great care of her. I'm not used to. She doesn't usually let me take care of her. So now it's gonna the roles are gonna change. So I got to take care of her. So you guys just email, call, check in every once in a while. Just make sure I'm okay.
Yeah, I have a recliner. I'm already planning to sleep right over there. And Tammy, they didn't steal the Halo View. That's the thing. They didn't steal anything except that dash cam because it recorded them. How crazy is that? Like there were things in there they could have stolen. They broke into the glove box, which I know it's a plastic glove box. It's only going to be but so much, but nothing but that backup.
I
that
had
dash
money in
camera.
there. I had an iPhone in the glove box. Had everything in there. They didn't take any of that. So, Alex, Jeannie, and Alex, you've got to change your mind. You got to be where we are. You can't skip this.
Are you going to be at another HGT rally?
6 years ago. Is it your dormant arm? Yes,
no,
it
my
is.
dominant arm. Yes,
Dominant,
yes,
I
it
thought
is
I said
my
dormant.
dominant arm.
We do lawn care.
I'm feeling a little strange about having to do everything left-handed. I'm pretty sure I can feed myself just fine left-handed. I can't write left-handed. Think I'm going to be okay. Just can't write.
We'll be all right.
And the doctor said I could do minimal use of my right hand after a couple of days. Like I could probably operate my laptop. So I don't need to write.
Well, we'll be on the road quite a bit there. And they told us, and this is what we're kind of nervous about, was that she can do her therapy on the road. Yes. So that she's going to do some check-ins and this and that and see how her arm is doing. But yeah, we're going to try to do some therapy on the road. So wish us luck Thursday afternoon. I'll keep you guys informed of what's going on. See how she does. But
ice. Do you see that? So that means you need to keep the ice packs.
Ice, baby.
Ice. Keep the ice packs frozen.
Sonia said both.
I'll take all the pointers that I can get.
I know she'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll make it work. It's just something different. I'm not that old yet, so I'm not used to all that kind of stuff.
Happy Meal.
You want a nugget cheeseburger? No, I don't want a nugget. Cheeseburger might work on them.
You like chicken nuggets? Yes, thank you, Tammy.
We'll make it work. But the what scares me the most is she goes in Thursday.
And the meetup is the following
Thursday. 1 week we have the meetup. So we had to do that. And that's another reason we're still here is we had to do that, plan times to be around here. She's got to be back in a week for them to check everything. And then we hit the road. We go back up to Indiana and we do all kinds of stuff up there. So we'll make it. It'll be all right.
A pulley, once I can move my shoulder, will help a lot. I think you waiting on me is going to help a lot.
Yeah. You wait on that.
An ice cup. Oh, that's Vicky. Okay.
We'll make it work. Vicky, I don't know where you're going to be. I know you're going to be at our meetup.
She's going to be at the meetup.
Maybe you just have to follow us around a little bit. Since you're retired now, you can follow us around a little bit and you can give me some help. Maybe if she saw Mojo with the Mojo and say, hey, you know what?
He's such a nervous Nelly because I always take care of him. She's going to have to take care of me now.
And I'll make it happen. So anyway, that's the bad news. You guys know what's going on now. There might be some videos and shorts and some whatever about all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll get in there and take some video while they're doing it.
No, you'll take some video of me coming out drunk as a monkey, not knowing what I'm talking about.
So anyway, you guys know what's going on. You've been from Indiana to Florida and back to Indiana, so you used to travel and one into but not with an arm up in the air like this. So we'll have to see how that works.
It's got a little cushion. It'll just sit right there.
Yes, Rhonda. No worries. You'll take care of her. She'll be fine. I know she'll be fine. She'll be all good. But yeah, it's just something different. We're not used to that, but we'll make it work. But
we were trying to come back and do it and like schedule it around everything, but it just wasn't happening. So the girl said, when do you want to do it? I said, how soon can you do it? She said, be careful what you wish for. Next Thursday.
So you guys are hearing this first on April 19th at 8:44 that Lisa's going to surgery. Nobody else even knows. So you heard that first. So hi from Reno, Nevada. Oh, hold on now. We love Reno. We go to Reno all the time.
It's got to be cold there right now, though.
No, it's not cold. It's like in the 50s, 60s. We were just in Reno in March and it snowed on us. So thanks.
Don't like the snow.
I love Reno. I love that area. I love Reno.
Reno, Vegas, Tahoe. That whole area is pretty. But when it's warm, I want to go when it's warm. We went this past summer. It's the first time I've ever been to Reno when it was warm like that. We always seem to go when it's cold.
We're in Reno like about every 2 years because we go to the National Bowling Stadium and bowl in the National Bowling Tournament. So we're always there.
Bipolar weather. It's kind of like Virginia, only we don't get the snow y'all do.
So anybody else have any other questions? Anybody have any questions about campouts or us or our RV or the mobile showroom or what we're doing or anything? Let us know what's going on. Reason. Any new partners we have? We don't have any new partners here yet, but we did hook up with Bullet Point to give you guys discounts. So
yes, so that's exciting. So if you're thinking about getting Bullet Point, hang on a minute. Because Jimmy's going to post a link. It'll get you 10% off. It's already
on that. It's on the Bullet Point video. I already put that on there today. So
I was just kidding. I'm behind. But I'm going to put it. You're going to put it. Is it on the link tree?
It's not on Linktree yet. So
we'll get it to Linktree too. So you can you get 10% off. 10%
So
is 10%.
what base is he? Which base is your nephew on? Because there's a lot of bases in Virginia. We're not too far from Fort Lee, so.
Well, home is Fort Lee, but then down here is what's the base in Norfolk?
Norfolk.
80s, 40s, and 24 hours. So funny story, in our lawn business, we just fertilize now. But what we used to do was full maintenance. So mowing and all the things. And it seems like, and we did snow plowing. So just about every time that they would be hooking up the snowplow for the storm that was coming in tomorrow, they would be in shorts and flip-flops. So it would be 70, 75 degrees, and we'd be getting 6 inches of snow the next day. So crazy how the weather does that.
So Blip wants to know what's been upgraded at Williamsburg Campground. Well, they were out here for the last 2 weekends taking tree branches and trees out of here. So that has helped out tremendously.
There's still a few more that need to come down, but they're working on them.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. If anybody comes to Williamsburg 1,000 Trails, one thing we've got to say was it was very, very clean opening day, which is
it's the cleanest I've ever seen it on opening day, meaning there was no leaves anywhere. I mean, those crazy little, what are they, the oak trees that are dropping those things that look like caterpillars right now? They're everywhere, but there's nothing you can do with that. But there was no leaves on the ground, no gumballs. And we came here from Chesapeake, and it was a hot mess there. So everything's clean here. They are redoing.
We have to give a thumbs up to the manager here, Cecil.
Yes, Cecil's working really hard to get it done. The bathhouse over on A, like that, the closest road
to 64,
is closed because they're remodeling it. It looks like a brand new building. I mean, we haven't been inside because it's locked up. Short of that, they're taking trees down, and it's just clean. It's nice that it's clean for a change. So yeah, for a change,
don't be afraid to come in.
Week is usually still full of leaves and whatever.
They're cleaning it up. They're opening it up for us. They're getting their big rigs in. So I mean, there's still trees, but it's better. So don't drive in the dark. Don't be in the dark. I've done it many times in the dark. This is our home park. So we've come here many times. You can make it happen. You just have to be real careful.
Not my favorite place to come in the dark, though, because there's so many things. Like on corners, I wish they would take down some trees that are on some of the corners. Not every corner, but there's a lot of them that if they just take a couple trees down, it would make it a lot easier, because I'm always afraid we're going to catch our awning. I'm going to go full time next time. I need a good recommendation for a site out in Virginia. Depends on where you want to go in Virginia.
Email us.
Yes.
Email us.
FindUsCamping@gmail.com.
Email us. We'll give you all kinds of different ideas. Depends on what kind of memberships you have, what kind of parks you want to go to. We can give you all kinds of ideas. So maybe we'll hook up with you when we go to Reneau, because we'll be there in 2 years, because next year's Vegas, next year's Reneau. So
they go full time next year. So maybe we'll see you in Virginia next year.
Yep. We're out west somewhere, because we're going west. We always go west. So
true stories.
Give us some more questions,
I think
guys.
Derek will be fine, Autumn. It'll be fine. Vicky, my cow is hanging on my solar control. So it's not really hung.
That's not where
it's not roadworthy hanging, but it just seemed like a good place to put it until I can figure out where I'm going to put it. But I think it looks cute there. Maybe it'll stay.
No, hot August nights are not. We were in Vegas in July at 127 degrees. I will never, ever, ever do that again. I know you guys say I
can stay home in Virginia for that.
I know you guys say it was dry heat, but it rained almost every day there, and the humidity was over 50%, and everybody was dying out there. So, no, hot August nights are not the time to be there. I'm sorry to tell you.
I keep trying to convince him to move to the Keys, and I can't get him to sign up for that either, because he gets hot in the summer.
Autumn needs to get me a hail of you. Yes, she
Autumn,
does.
You need to get to work.
Now's the time to do it with the 10% off. So get it while it's hot. So
80, world's largest car show. Now that would be cool. So 80 humid or just 80 dry heat?
Always humid.
I don't know. Like, it snows and rains a lot when we're in Reno, so it might be humid. Oh, I'm going to the Keys this winter, Miss Vicky. I'm planning on Thanksgiving being down there. Dry. So dry 80 is cool.
Yeah, but no.
Dry 80 is cool. We were in Arizona.
I don't know where you're talking about that. It's not hot and dry. It's not. It doesn't work that way.
It does.
We bring the worst weather wherever we go. Last year, we were in -4 to 127. We got to see all of it. So,
well, we could do Reno. That sounds cool.
Well, I love Reno. I love that area.
The largest car show. World's largest car show. That would be fun. Vicky Morgan would probably like that too. So maybe we can meet in Reno in August.
So
is
who
that
else?
when it is? The car show's in August too? Chasing 70s. There's a map for that, did you know, on Facebook? And you could probably Google it.
We're going to probably try to do that in the next 2 or 3 years. We're going to see if we can find the chasing the 70s, because Lisa like chasing the 80, 85s. I like to have chasing the 70s. That means it gets 50 at night, and I'd rather have the 50 at night. So
maybe there needs to be a chasing the 75.
Question. Here we go.
No.
If you have a central vac in your rig, do you use it? Lisa has used it twice. She just uses her shark.
I do have, so we have the central vac, and we've used it twice. When John was building our fireplace, we used it because he wanted to, well, we used it for a minute, and then we got the shop back out. I just feel like that big long cord is just asking for a clog that I won't be able to recover. So
what we do use is we have the
little kick up,
the kick for
dustpan. That's what it's called. The little dustpan that you just flip it up and you sweep into it. So I sweep the trash.
That's the best thing in the world, the dustpan. We just sweep it in there and we go. If we want to run the vacuum before we leave, she just runs a regular vacuum. It's just so much easier.
I have a shark that's, like a Dyson. So the Dyson's cordless. My shark is not. But if I plug my shark in this room that we're in, I can reach all the way to the back and all the way to the front. So I only have to plug it. I don't have to move with it. And it has a little bracket and it hangs on the wall.
That was a good question. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're looking for questions.
To me,
like
that's just, I don't know. I have friends that use that vacuum and they say it's okay. I just don't feel like it does the best job. That hose
goes from one end of the camper to the other, and our camper is 45 foot long. So pulling that long 45-foot hose out, it's just not worth it.
I don't feel like it has the suction it needs to do what I want it to do. So, and I just feel like the hose is going to clog up. So that's just my personal opinion. I have a shark and I love it. And that's what I roll with. What model rig do you have? So we have a 22 Keystone Fuzion 428.
What upgrade? Oh man, we don't even have time for all those.
Let's start with like heavy duty upgrades. So we have independent suspension and disc brakes from MoRide. So that's a pretty sweet upgrade. We've also upgraded furniture. We've upgraded our solar.
We have 2,000 watts of solar on the roof, and as of right now, we have 800 amp hours of batteries. We're going to have close to 2,000 when it's all said and done. Pin box.
Yes, we did upgrade the pin box.
The steps outside. Anything that MoRide has, we're ambassadors for MoRide. We have everything that MoRide possibly have except for a tray.
Except for the tray, because our storage bin is this big, and they won't fit. They did tell me that I might can get one. The smallest one they have may fit, so that's still in the back of my head. Our steps, like you can see them, they're right there. Our main entry steps are the solids, or the step above by MoRide, so the big solid ones that fold in. But they didn't have the lift assist on them, so they're not stupid heavy. But Jimmy was always afraid I was dropping my face. So we did upgrade. We just added on the lift assist, so now like you can lift them with one hand. That was also an upgrade. And then in the garage, the steps to that entry door were the ones that roll up under the door, and we swapped those out. Again, they're MoRide, but they're called flip tread. So the stairs fold down, but the treads are folded up. Then once you get them down, you fold them out. So the purpose for those in the garage is even when they're folded in, they don't take up the space that the solid steps do. So our step aboves in here are, I don't know what, a foot deep at least. In the garage, they're maybe 4 or 5 inches.
And yes, Vicky, we upgraded our beds. We do have new mattresses in there.
Yes,
RV
we have
mattress,
RV mattress.
Yes. In the front and on the back on the toy hauler side. So there's so many upgrades on here. We're working with a lot of partners. That's why this is the mobile showroom. We have people come out and just tour the whole camper and see all the upgrades and stuff we have. So
for instance, if you were really interested in solar and wanted to see what that looked like, or our furniture, because we changed that out and we were going to be in your area, we post like when we're going to be where, and you can book a spot and come out to the campground and spend an hour or more, just depending on your schedule and hours, and checking out either all the components that we've changed out or a specific component that you're interested in maybe doing, on your own rig.
So Sarah's an annual here in Williamsburg for the summer. So if you're in there, if you're here, or you're here for the next
Are you here?
2 weeks, let us know and we'll say hi.
Yeah. See y'all next time in 2 weeks. Thanks. Appreciate it.
we'll let you know when we're in Reno. Like I said, it'll be 2 more years. We'll drive back out there for our bowling tournament. So maybe come see me bowl or something like that.
My shoulder's supposed to be better by then, so I can bowl next year. And change the hardware and took out your benches. Oh,
What benches?
in the back.
Oh yeah. So we have the toy hauler that has the fold down beds and stuff. We took all that out and put a whole big mattress of bed back here, so it goes up and down. So we can sleep in the back because that's our master bedroom and the views are beautiful. There's a question.
You guys have ideas with the stereo glass cover popping open in travel? We do not have stereo glass. Ours, the stereo just mounts like out for the world to see. It's not hidden behind glass. So
and our buddy John Kenny helped us fix that and put it up even farther, so that ours doesn't fall down at all. But try that. Lisa uses a lot of.
Check that on Instagram because John Kenny did my fireplace and it's beautiful.
Lisa uses the museum putty and the 2-sided tape and all that. They may hold it up there a little bit better.
I think
Velcro.
If I'm right, it drops, so it probably goes up and it has a magnet. I don't know how handy you are, but my first thought would be, could you switch it and put the hinges at the top and the magnet at the bottom so that even if it popped open, it would just do this instead of fall
or
open?
buy a second magnet.
Or you could do that. I had cabinets in my old Sierra. I had a couple that always would bounce open during travel, and they had the little bracket on them, but they would still pop loose. And so we were at the Frog Rally one year, and what they did was on every cabinet door, if the bracket or the catch, whatever you call it, on the was on the bottom, they added one on the top. So each cabinet door had a second hitch. So maybe switch the hinges or add a second magnet.
Why do you think her idea was better? I think my idea was better with a second magnet. Of course you're going to use
and the second magnet might work. And I'm sure you can pick one of those up at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Everybody always goes with her ideas.
I mean, I'm thinking easy and cheap. So your idea requires a trip to the store and you have to buy something. Mine requires a screwdriver.
Since when do you not like to go to the store and buy something?
I'm just saying cheap.
Junk.
Cheap.
Junk. Any more questions? I like these questions. Like I said, we may not know the answer, but we'll give you the best option we have. So we still got 29 people on here. So
that's awesome.
We thank you guys a lot for sticking around and listen to us jabber and jabber and jabber. So yeah.
I hate that I can't see you all. See, in my perfect world, I'd be able to see you because I like to put a face with the name. Some of you I know, a lot of you that I know. And that's why I love their meetups, because then we get to put a face with the name. And then when I see the name, I know who it is, and it makes me happy.
So hopefully one day we can do some Zoom calls and stuff and get everybody together so we can see everybody. But
yes, we do have videos of. The only thing I don't have a video of that we've changed out is, and I need to do one. We've never done a tour of this rig.
Maybe I can get her to do that before she looks like this.
Maybe we'll do it when I look like this. But inside, I have painted the cabinets. John Kenny, so J Kenny 13. I'm gonna say helped. I had the idea, and then he helped me work through that.
He did it all,
and he did the work. But he could see my vision, so he did my fireplace.
At least somebody could see your vision,
and it's amazing. And I did do a quick little, I don't know if it was TikTok or a reel on Instagram of the fireplace before and after. So you can absolutely check that out because it looks awesome.
If I can just get them to my house now and help us do some work at the house.
And just a side note, the new mantle is actually a board that I pulled out of the water when we were in the Keys kayaking. So that's special to me.
Hold on. Let's try it like this. Something. There's the mantle.
Yeah, it looks good.
So that's the board that she's talking about that came from the Keys, and that thing was like petrified. So that's what it looks like all the way up and down. She still has a lot more work to do on it. So,
but that started. Then I had to paint, of course. So then I repainted all the cabinets. So I think it's time. We've never done a tour of our rig ever since we got it, and now that we've done some remodels and some paints and stuff, now would be a good time to do that. But all of the upgrades, like outside the bed, the mattresses, all that stuff, there's videos and or reels.
Really, John, you had to go there. You broke the trim gun. Yes, the wood broke the trim gun because it was so hard. Yes, it was tough. So if you're in Williamsburg, we're here another week and a half. You can go to our website. You can still set up a time to come to the mobile showroom and see everything we have in here and see the fireplace that John did. So go to our website, check it out.
The little scrap piece of petrified wood, like for real, we're pretty sure. I don't know what you call it after it's been in the water. It's probably not petrified. I don't know. I'm not a science girl, but it's pretty awesome how hard that wood was.
least somebody's on my side, Kenny. Thank you. Thank you.
Whatever, Kenny. I'll see you next week too.
So, yes. So that's what the mobile showroom's all about. We try to get new partners, new vendors, new people in here in the truck and the camper for you guys to really see what you can do in the campers. Because a lot of people don't realize just painting it. Just Lisa has painted all the cabinets, painted everything in here.
I'm painting the walls next. If I had time before the shoulder surgery, the walls would be painted.
That's probably why she's got to go to shoulder surgery. That's
whatever. I get it done. So yeah, make it yours. Don't be afraid. You can paint. Anybody can paint.
So if you have questions about remodeling your camper or what we did or how we did it, just email us, let us know, or comment on one of our videos or reels or Instagrams or something like that and let us know. So
yes.
Guess what? Storage
behind the TV. That was the other thing. When we took the TV down, because outside behind the fireplace outside is our outside kitchen, but above the fireplace behind that there's nothing. So it's just this empty space. So John trimmed that out for me. So I have all kinds of storage back there now, and my fireplace is amazing.
All right, Jeannie and Alex, we will text you guys. You guys have a good night. Hopefully we will see you at one of the meetups. I know you can't make it in October now because you already have plans, but we'll see you out on the road somewhere.
That's right. We'll still text you with all the dates and times, places, and maybe
painting will be therapy. Yes, perfect. Painting will be therapy. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you cuss every time I paint. Every time I get the paintbrush out.
Let's go outside and do something.
I'm going to do it. It's going to happen this year. All right, y'all.
Hold on. There's one more question.
Slide toppers professionally installed. Should they be very taut or a little flippy floppy? Ours have always been very taut.
I wouldn't say taut, like stretched.
If it's very windy, they will blow and they'll go up and down. But in general, they don't hold water.
Well,
they're
the thing
not
is,
like that.
They need to be pretty tight, but they're on a spring. So when the wind blows, and we've had it happen, the wind gets up underneath it, it will unwind it a little bit, and then it comes back. So
think of like, we have them in our camper, but think of like the old shades you used to have that you pull down. The roller shades, that's the word. It's like that, but if you held the other end, that's how they basically operate. But you don't want
them droopy because they're droopy.
They should be rather taut. You shouldn't be water shouldn't collect on top of them, if that makes sense. So
save the scraps. We did save. Lisa saves the junk.
I save scraps, John Kenny. Don't you remember I had scraps to trim out that hole right there? Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions? Any other ideas? Give us some ideas. We need some ideas.
Joanne, are y'all coming? There's a Keystone rally. Just purchased a fifth wheel Keystone, Montana. Oh, yeah, maybe you should ask if water's collecting on them. But there is, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, Keystone Rally was going to be just for toy haulers in June, but now it's opened up to all Keystone RVs. So June 5th through 10th in Shipshewana, Indiana. Let me know if you're interested and I'll send you the information. 2-inch rigid insulation under the toppers. Yeah, a lot of people that are full-time, people that are annuals at annual sites will come up with all kinds of contraptions underneath the slide toppers to hold them up.
Hey, Mason, my best friend.
Hey, Mason. And Emma, is she there too? Yeah, for support. But they should be taut. But I knew they do stretch over time. So, but if you have new ones that they installed, I would maybe ask them about it because I feel like they should be taut and not hold water. It's just my opinion. What was the all make and model rally that we could do? I mean, we do. And we're working on getting one out west because our meetups, our campouts, like the one in May, the one in August, the one in October, are all make and model. Anyone is welcome.
I'm trying to get 4 campouts a year. Here, here, in that area. So because we have so many followers who are saying everything is over here in the East Coast and Midwest. So we are working on getting some campouts over in this area here. So hopefully we can get enough interest to get 75 to 100 RVs when we get to this area. So yes, we are working our way over there, and that will be for every manufacturer, every RV, tents, campers, everything.
We're probably going to hit you up for help when we're there out west if you're still in Reneau, because the good thing about the East Coast is we have lots of peeps because this is where we're from. So we have people that come and help us, do all the things at the meetups, organize and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oak Alley, we can't do Oak Alley.
Had
they
your
can't
water
hold us
check
75
valve
people.
leak into your you had your water pump check valve leak into your freshwater holding tank.
No.
No.
Never in 16 years of RVing. Must never happen to us. Thank goodness. We have had our freshwater tank cut on going down the road, and we got to where we were going. There was water everywhere because somebody forgot to turn the pump off.
Yes.
There's a video on
There's
that.
a video on that.
We want to go to the rally, have to see the official retirement date. Well, that'd be cool. So if you guys can make it,
that would be awesome. Shut up, break something. You have to break anything.
Yes.
You can break things all on my own. Thank you.
Yes, John. The dog food fell, but she left the tank on.
I didn't leave the tank on. You left the tank on.
So that's one thing you got to be careful. And
I packed the dog food.
Well, we still have some people on here. I know we're running over a little bit, but everybody's still here. Everybody's still talking. So we'll keep whirling until you guys get tired. But yes, we travel with water in our tanks. That way, if we have to stop somewhere, you have to go to the bathroom. She's been to the bathroom many times and they're cleaning it or it's out of order after we stop. And when you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go. So I always leave, 20, 30, 40 gallons of water in our tanks. Make sure you turn the pump off when you're driving down the road. You never know what's going to happen. So we get in a habit now.
I mean, everybody
turn
has
the tank off.
Everybody has a 40-pound bag of dog food sitting in their bathroom that's going to fall over.
You don't know what's going to fall
on it. Anything could fall on it, or something could malfunction and it could come on.
When you got 40 or 50 gallons in there, and you turn that pump on, and some reason something falls out of your sink and lands on your thing, and it fills it all up, then you got 50 gallons of water on your ground.
We have friends that did that, and their kitchen sink overflowed, and they keep their Keurig in that when they're traveling. And there was water everywhere.
So yes, we travel with water.
Not a lot.
Let's go through all this real quick. Yes, we travel with water, 40, 50 gallons. If we're going to boondock, of course, we have 100 gallons of water in there, and we're going to keep that in there.
They don't recommend that you travel a long way with that, but
we turn the pumps off. Everybody has questions about gray tanks and black tanks. So I'm going to go through that real quick because somebody just asked me that the other day. We leave our black tanks closed the whole time we're camping. When the black tank fills, I open it up. I shut it back when I'm done. I flush it, and I do what I need to do, and I shut it back up. I let it fill back up. All of our gray tanks are always open.
If we're at a campground.
At a campground until about 2 or 3 days before we leave. And then I will fill that thing completely up 2 or 3 times and dump everything out to get it all clean. So black tank is always shut while we're camping.
Nobody wants a poop pyramid. And that's what you get if you leave your black tanks open.
So we leave the black tanks shut at all times. We leave the gray tanks open at all times until the last 2 or 3 days. Then we shut the gray. But we always keep the black shut. So there it is. That's our. Oh, one more thing I was going to do a video on this, but I'll let you guys know. Toilet paper. We use Sam's Club toilet paper, and we've never had an issue. Don't spend that big money.
Don't spend $10 a roll on toilet paper for RV toilet paper. That's crazy.
We just go to Sam's. You can take whatever toilet paper you have, put it in a mason jar, screw a cap on it,
shake it in a mason jar.
Shake it a couple times. If you see it decomposing, you're golden. You're good. But most of that stuff's going to fall right out of there anyway. It's a big open. It's a tank with a big hole in it. It just all goes out.
Now, that depends on if you got a bunch of kids too, because kids can.
We don't use single ply, John.
No single ply. I buy Members Mark at Sam's. I buy it because it's what I like, and it is 2-ply.
You know what happens when you
I'm going to stop there. And we've never had any problems with it, so we've been using it for years. So stop paying $10 a roll for a 4-pack of toilet paper at Camping World because it's RV toilet paper. You don't need to. The other trick is your friend is water in a black tank. Don't, especially if you're in a campground, like what difference does it make? Fill that joker up with water. Use a lot of water. Think of how many gallons of water in your toilet at home. Every time you flush it, how much water goes down it. So in a camper, you don't have that holding tank on the back and all you have is that little bit of water in the tank. So step on it for a few seconds and let some water run down.
And that's your boondocking.
That's going to save you. Unless you're boondocking and you're trying to conserve water, then you got to do what you got to do. But if you're in a campground, there is no reason to not use plenty of water to get your black tank full. You want to have more water than solids. It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. So that's what you need to do. Extra water, less solids. Makes your black tank happy.
Yes, half a gallon of flush is nice, except for when you're out west where you guys are. We're on that BLM land. And we're trying to use half a gallon because every time you flush, every 2 times you flush is a gallon. We only have 100 gallons. So when you're boondocking, you don't want to use as much water as you want to use as much as you possibly need.
Well, you just have to be smart about it. How long are you going to be boondocking? How long
If you
does it need to
boondock for
last
3
you?
or 4 days and you have 100
You're
gallons,
good.
you want to, maybe that tank might stink just a little bit, but
That's okay. When you get to the next place that you can flush your tanks, it'll all be good. Water, 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 water. Water's your friend.
so cheap reviews. What kind of RV do you have? What are you running out there in Reneau area? And yes, Brian, as long as it's septic tank, yes, it is. But I don't even know if that is really. I
It
guess
says
it's gotta
septic
be,
safe. I mean, most toilet paper is nowadays, I feel like.
But the thing is, just test it. Just put it in a jar, shake it. If it starts decomposing, you're golden. You're good. And don't worry about. The only time I think we ever looked for any other alliance. All right. The only time we've ever looked
Like
for
a Valor or like a Paradigm or an Avenue.
well, it's not a Valor
An Alliance.
with an HDT.
With an HDT.
Oh, gee whiz! That's number 3 for the night. Maybe that things running 3. So there's 3 people told us about HDT. So I think it's time.
A Valor is an Alliance.
That's not what I meant. You said.
I said, is it a Valor or a Paradigm or a Avenue? Those are all alliances. Pretty sure. 395 DS.
So do you ever make it out to the east? Oh,
Paradigm.
it's a paradigm. They say it doesn't even have to be septic safe because it's holding tank versus septic. Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Look at her raising the wild berries. You were on Google fast on that one
because Googling that for a pan.
They have no idea what that was. That was good for them right there. That was fast moving. So
the alliances are pretty.
Yes, we do like Alliance. We do like Devours. We actually, the guy that used to build the Fusions was good friends of ours, and he went over to the toy hauler side of ours. So,
oh no! Someone plugged my black water line so bad we had to extract the toilet paper from the outlet when it let loose. My son delayed closing the valve. Sorry, it would not have been funny then, and it may not be funny to you now. It might still be too soon. You gotta love kids, though.
We've been in those positions. The only reason we can laugh. So thank goodness we don't carry kids around anymore, so I don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. So,
are you still recovering? You had what, foot surgery? Blip, I think. Yeah, sprinklies are pretty, Vicky.
Yes, sprinklies. I'm kind of excited to see what their toy haulers are going to really look like when they get to the longer ones. So
when can you get out and camp again? How long are you down and out with your foot? Oh, good, much better.
So you're recovering, and somebody's going under the knife. So
foot surgery is worse. He can't even probably walk. See,
May 20th.
Whew.
Guess we won't see you guys.
No, maybe this fall.
Or if you can make one of the meetups. Yeah, we'll be gone. May 20th. We're out of here.
Yeah, we're heading to Indiana. We're heading to our meetup back here for a follow-up appointment. And then to Indiana. But we'll be back. We'll be back sometime before summer's over. I'm sure we'll catch up with you guys then.
So anybody else have any other questions that they would love? Yeah, I know you guys love your kids. If you guys aren't watching Raising the Wild Berries, make sure you check them out, especially on Instagram, because I can't get them to. Oh, look who just showed up.
Uh-oh.
We are getting watch Raising the Wild Berries. They are pretty big old funny with their kids. I don't know how she happens to have the camera at the right spot, but check them on Instagram. They will give you a great laugh, and their kids are awesome. So, yeah, check them out.
Joanne, if you're on Instagram or even Facebook, check out our link tree. We use RV Trip Wizard. Okay, so it's RV Life. RV Life is RV navigation, and RV Trip Wizard is a trip planner that's part of their program. And you put in all of the specs for your tow vehicle and for your RV, including height, fuel mileage, everything. It will route you a trip that will keep you within your height restrictions. And then when you get into the trip planning, it will also tell you, it'll light up on your route where you need to stop for fuel based on the parameters you put in. So we have discounts for that.
It's on our website too, if you can't find us on Linktree.
And if not, email us, FindUsCamping@gmail.com, and I will send you all the information. I'm not going to say that's the best thing out there. For us, it has worked.
For the last 3 years, we've gone 100,000 miles with a 45-foot camper at 13'6", and we've gone down 2 wrong roads. And one road that we went down, Vicky's here with us. She went down there with us. it said okay on there.
It was in Reno.
No, I wasn't even talking about that. Yeah, I guess it was.
It was in Reno. We had to back out. But only twice have we had a bad experience. And we have lots of friends that have the dash mounted. First of all, it's dash mounted, something else you got to have on the dash. And second of all, most of those you have to do updates on. And so anyway,
I figured
that's what we use. I can't tell you it's the best thing for you.
I figured two bad roads and 100,000 miles. I'll live with that because I've used all the other ones, Magellan.
Well, in the one we went, it was
McNally,
just tight. But we made it, and we didn't. It wasn't tight height wise. That was fine. It was just a very narrow, winding road, and the turns were a little sharp for the length of us with our vehicle. So, but you can check that out.
We do have a link that has a 7-day free trial on it. So right before you go on your next trip, try it for 7 days. And if you like it, then you purchase it. If not, don't worry about purchasing.
And then they also have on the RV Life, they have campground reviews. So different campgrounds. And when you're doing like the trip planning, you can set up your parameters that it'll show you campgrounds. Like if you say you want to drive 200 miles a day, at your next destination, you can circle it and it'll show you campgrounds. And if you click on them, it'll give you reviews. And it's not necessarily reviews from them. It's reviews from people like us. And people share pictures and stuff. So check that out. Just see what you think. We love it. You
didn't put the link there, Derek or Autumn, whoever it is on Raising Wild Bears. Just says the link
for
above.
A 7-day free trial.
But yeah, it's great. We've been using it for many miles and many years, and we love it. We won't go with anything else. So
yes, I did hear Natchez Trace, the 1,000 Trails there. There's 2 different ways to come in, and if you come in one way, it's too short. We can't make it. She's funny.
Rich has many marks.
Yeah, so we use TripWizard, and then we will sometimes run Google or Waze alongside of it on one of our phones because TripWizard does not have traffic linked in. So sometimes Google or do Google Maps or Waze just to kind of keep an eye on if there's a red road lit up.
I use it for the traffic, and I also use it for debris in the road because a lot of times when you go on Google or Waze, it'll say there's debris in the road. So when you're pulling 45 foot at 21,000 pounds, you want to know if something's in the way. So that at least gives me a little bit of a heads up that says there's debris a half a mile, and I can look at it. So
Dave and Danny, where are y'all headed now? We got to go. We're an hour and a half, almost hour.
Well, people are still there. So if you guys are still here, we'll keep going. When you guys start dropping off, we'll quit. But we have nothing to do tomorrow.
I was thinking y'all might still be in Indiana by the time we got there at the rate y'all were going.
He said he ready to leave.
Yeah, I know he did. 7 weeks, he said.
Hey, we feel your pain. We've been there for 7 weeks. Great app. Yes, it is a great app. So I think a lot of people use RV TripWizard. There is a couple other ones out there, but he's going to pass us. We're
Carolina, you're going to drive right past us. You should stop in Williamsburg. Just saying. You can text me. I'll tell you where we are.
Anybody else have any questions about the products that we use? Passport America, Harvest Host. Is everybody a Harvest Host members? It's not past my bedtime yet.
Yes, because he's an old man. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is his bedtime. So when we started, we were past his bedtime.
Harvest Host. We love Harvest Host. If anybody wants to boondock, Harvest Host is a great way to get across the country. Passport America is another great membership to have, 50% off on places. So still up for steaks, wine, whiskey next week. Well, I just had a steak today. What's your favorite, Google or Waze?
Google or Waze.
I guess I don't use either one or the other. Google I use just because it's just right there. I just hit navigate Google. But every once in a while I'll turn Waze on. Either one of them work, but Google is just the quickest for me.
So we love Harvest Host. Is that what you're asking the pros and cons about? I think.
Which one are you asking about? Harvest Host or Passport America?
Passport America.
Answer that one. Ask me. Give me that one. Cheap reviews, and I'll let you know. Harvest Host members just signed up. Super excited. Yes, we love Harvest Hosting.
Dave, they can add struts to your stumps. It's an upgrade through MoRide. They can do that for you.
Both. Harvest Host, we really like because you won't understand because you're on the West Coast. On the East Coast, we're stuck in campgrounds.
Out west, you have all that BLM land and places to park.
Yeah, we don't get the views that you get out west. So if we go to a winery up on a hill and you get to see the nice rolling hills or the views out there, we really like that for those reasons.
And we've met the coolest people, like the Clydes. So the winery, the wine brought tonight's episode brought to you by the winery. We didn't meet them through Harvest Host, but they are a harvest host. And so we frequent their winery whenever we're in that area. But the Clydesdale Farm that we're doing our meetup at in October,
We were their very
we
first
were their
harvest
very
host.
first harvest host, and we met them there. So it's anywhere. It's a winery. It's a distillery. We've even been
There's
to restaurants, churches,
golf courses.
So you pay for your membership. They ask you to spend $20, at least $20 when you're there. So instead of thinking of that as an extra expense, think of that as a gift that you could buy for somebody in your family that you would have bought anyway, unless you're a big beer drinker or wine drinker and you would have spent that money on those things anyway. But if we go somewhere that, like, I'm not a big beer drinker, but I'll buy beer for one of my sons or my daughter-in-law. If it's a winery, Tiffany's teaching me to drink wine, but if it's not something that I necessarily find anything I like there, both of my daughter-in-laws are wine drinkers. One of them likes the drier wine, so I'll buy something for her. And like, I'm going to buy her a birthday present anyway, or Christmas present anyway. So I just write it off as that. But, there's all different kinds, and you can pick the ones you want, where you want to go, where you want to stay.
And Passport America, you get 50% off the places that are participating for there. There is a lot of blackout dates. You can't go there for a week. Sometimes you can't go there for weekends. Sometimes you can't go there for whatever. But us traveling across the country over here, Lisa will find out which Passport Americas are open for which campgrounds are open for Passport Americas as we travel across. So it works out really, really good for us. 50% off all the campgrounds. So there's been many times we've only paid $10 a night to stay at a Passport America, full hookup, 50 amp, water, sewer.
Mm-hmm.
We usually flush our tanks, clean our tanks, and we head down the road to our next boondocking spot or whatever it is. So Passport America, I think right now is $249 or $299 for a lifetime membership. You never have to pay for it again. So all these things here, you can email us. We can talk to you later one-on-one if you want. We have links for every one of those if you want to sign up for one of those. But I think it's something, if you're going to travel full-time across this whole country right here, you need to have as many memberships as you can. And that's a
well, and with that being said, you can get hung up on buying all the memberships. So you need to have as many as you can that are going to fit your way of traveling. So I'm cheap, so I want to stay cheaply. We have 1,000 Trails membership because pretty much all around the outside of the US, I can stay for free along the way. And then originally we bought the Passport America to fill in between 1,000 Trails parks if there was too long of a gap, and we could stay for, $10, $15, $20 a night. And then Harvest Host came about, and so we signed up for Harvest Host. So between those three, we can pretty much get all around the country. There are some fill-ins. So we've never to date stayed at a Walmart, and there's nothing against Walmart. I just know that at home, some of the Walmarts are in some sketchy areas. And if you're from out of state or even 3 hours down the road, you might not know that that's a sketchy area. So that kind of scares me. And that can be said with anything. One of the Bass Pro Shops we stayed at, I was told later, was in a sketchy area. But most Cabela's and Bass Pros have a nice area for RVers to park. Cracker Barrels have an area, but it's their bus parking. So depending on your rig, we don't really fit well at a Cracker Barrel.
Oops, I kicked it. I gotta get off this pillow.
But there are plenty of other free options out there. I'm just cheap, so I don't want to spend a ton on a bunch of memberships, but I also don't want to spend $100 a night staying at a campground.
Joanne says, "What, spend money on alcohol? Never. You must have a lot of good friends."
Never.
One more thing he says, how's solar work out? Much tree coverage at West End. That there is an issue with that. A lot of times when you're boondocking out in a harvest host, though, you can get out, so you don't have to worry about tree coverage. But where we are right now, we're
totally covered in trees. So
yes, that is a problem there, but we're hooked up. So if we're boondocking somewhere, we're mooch docking, we're whatever, we try to find out where we can get out from underneath the trees. So Passport America has way too many restrictions, making it impossible. We don't have any. We
don't say we don't have any problems, because there have been times that I haven't been able to get into places I wanted to, but more times than not, I've been able to get into Passport America, and I've had good experiences. I do know there are a lot of restrictions on some of the parks in different times of the year, and I consider myself fortunate that they've never really affected me. We even stayed in a really nice park that Jimmy said, "You should see if they're Passport America." I said, "It's just a fancy place. They're not going to be Passport America." And they were. It was called Grand Canyon Railroad in Williams, Arizona. And like it's a hotel, it's a resort. and then they have a campground too, and you can take the train to the Grand Canyon. Like, and they were Passport America. I was totally shocked. Um, but there were, I think this year when we were traveling to Texas, I was trying and I was struggling because some of them weren't open, or the time we were traveling, they weren't available to Passport America. But more times than not, I've had a decent experience.
Yes, Tiffany, Harvest Hosts are the bomb, and you're the bomb too as a Harvest Host. So we love you guys over there. So, and yes, you do have to be
Cheryl.
You do have to be careful with your length. I mean, we are 45 foot long with a full size truck. I know you're a little bit longer with HDT, but you're not too much longer than we probably are. But a lot of Harvest Hosts, we just look for the Harvest Hosts got 45 foot or longer. Like I said, the Clydesdale Farm. I mean, you can park 10 tractors. You can park 100 tractor trailers.
And most, not all, but most of the Harvest Hosts, like there's pictures, right? Either the host will have pictures, or other people that have stayed there will have pictures of, even if your rig is bigger than theirs, a lot of times you can tell by the length of what they've got going on that you would or wouldn't fit, even if it's over 45 foot, because I know you're bigger than that. You can tell a lot by the pictures. And we've been like, even like at Tiffany's, we could park. At the horse farm, we could park. The one place in West Virginia, that might be a little sketchy. I wouldn't recommend you going there. But most of the Harvest Hosts we've been to, and some of them are like breweries. A lot of the breweries are in like industrial areas, and you're just parking in a parking lot. I mean, it's a wide open parking lot, and you just go over there and park in that corner, park this way across the parking spots, and take up as much room as you need. So there's probably more spaces out there than you would think.
You got to email us a picture of your rig. I want to see the HDT.
71 foot total.
We're 45, 55. We're close to 65.
I think you might be 60.
We're probably 60, 63, 65. So yeah, send me a picture of that thing. Send it to our email so I can see that thing. I'm kind of curious on it. So, but yeah, so we will be coming live in 2 weeks from Endless Caverns. Hopefully we'll have a couple of our people there, and you'll get to see and meet some of the people that you're seeing on here and talking to. Hopefully I can get like Tiffany out on the live with us. And a couple other people. So
65, you have to be sane.
Yeah.
He's just jealous that you have an HGT. That's all.
I'm gonna have one soon. Maybe after my next truck. I already have a new truck on order. So maybe after the new truck, we'll see what happens. So, but we're not gonna hold you guys up anymore. We appreciate every one of you guys that are on here talking to us and making everything happen the way it is. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate your support. We have a lot of great things coming up, I think. Yeah, I know they're cheaper. I know.
The repair bill is not always cheaper, I don't think. We'll have to talk about that when we're out your way.
We need 100 people on the next live in 2 weeks. So I need everybody's help I'll try to put out a post a couple of days early for everybody to share. So 100 people is what I'm looking for. Right now, the best we got today, I think, was up to 40. So I need 60 more of you guys. Michelle.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Thanks a lot for that. So we're here to help you guys as much as we possibly can. We've been RVing for 16 years. We love it. We love meeting you guys. We don't know everything. We don't know everything that's right or wrong. We just want to be able to help you guys however we can. So if you have questions, we're not afraid to talk to you guys on the telephone. So if you have a question, you have a concern, email us and say, hey, can you talk to me about this? We'll pick up the telephone the next chance we possibly have and give you guys a call and say, this is what we recommend.
We do what we do to meet you and to help you. And we like the community where everybody helps one another. So that's what it's all about. So we appreciate you.
We want everybody that's on here together right now. It keeps going up. So I don't know why I have to get off here because it keeps the people keep going up.
It's way past your bedtime.
But we have 36 people on here right now. We would love for all 36 people to meet each other and become friends with each other and be able to travel with each other and be able to go down the road and enjoy the life. So it's better to travel in a group. If something happens,
at least you have somebody there to back it up.
So,
thanks, Rhonda.
Rhonda's got to go to bed. Yes, of course she does. She got to get up at 2:00 in the morning. So we'll keep talking. If you guys want us to keep talking, let us know. I mean, Lisa can talk. So let us know. I'll talk for another 30 minutes, another 20 minutes, whatever it is. So
I think you're talking.
Let us know. So let's just see. We have 31 people on here. Give us a 1 to keep going, a 2 to stop. I don't care which way it is. We'll stop if more 2s come on. So at 31 people, let us know. 1 to go, 2 to stop. Keep going. Come on. 30. One person said something. I got 30 more. One to keep going, two to stop.
One. All right, then.
All right, we'll keep going. What the heck? You should start a camping group. We have a camping group.
It's called FindUsCamping.
Where you been? 3. Brian Smoot, imagine that. Oh, Joyce Nichols is here now.
Flip, y'all are a part of our camping group.
I'm selling my truck tomorrow. You got to sell the Ford. I mean, gee whiz.
It's time for a Chevrolet or a GMC.
So we'll keep talking for a little bit while. So now I need your all's help now, because there was more ones than there was two. I need some. I know Vicky's going to be up all night. I need some caps out here. I need questions. I need something you guys want to know.
Wait a minute. So here's the thing. This is what when we started doing our camp out.
I gotta check my phone now because everybody's blowing me up.
Because he's saying we could even meet without you. That's the amazing thing, and it's the thing that makes my heart so happy. Is that when we first started doing campouts, we didn't even know everybody that came. We don't know everybody that's coming this time, but we will by the time the weekend's over. But what's awesome is when we see those people or run into those people and they're camping and meeting up with one another. It happens. And our meetups, I enjoy meeting the people and I enjoy being there, but it just makes my heart happy when the people that have met one another at our meetups then are meeting up and camping with other people that they met at our meetups. And that's amazing. And it makes me happy. So yes, y'all need to, I know you had foot surgery, so y'all need to come to maybe the August camp out in Chincoteague. Maybe y'all can make that, because that's what it's all about. And what we have found is that the people that really enjoy cornhole meet the other people that really enjoy cornhole and all the activities. So you're going to end up without being assigned to go anywhere. You just go and do the things that you enjoy, and you're going to fall in with other people that enjoy the same thing. And then you'll be camping with them and meeting up with them, and it's good fun.
We have a lot of plans. If everything goes right for 2024, we think you guys are going to really, 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 really enjoy. So if we can get through 2023 without falling apart.
I'm fixing my shoulder. And my shoulder's been breaking for 10 years, and I'm getting it fixed. It's going to be good as new. I'm not going to know what to do with full range of motion.
So what I need you guys to do now, there's 32 people left on here. Make sure that you guys are following us on every social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We even play with TikTok a little bit, but follow us on every one of those. That way you guys will know what's going on. You'll be the first to hear what's going on. Because we want you guys to be in a loop. We want you guys to know what we got.
So under 60.
I'm getting ready to spend $20,000.
How did I know it was a Volvo? Everybody has a Volvo.
Well, Volvo is all right. I still want a Kenworth.
I don't know anything about big trucks, so I don't have an opinion.
Send me a picture. I need to see the picture.
Said he'd email it to you. So it was nothing fancy. It doesn't matter. It's an HD. That's what he's excited about. HGT.
Are you still
all those short videos, or have you cut back?
Well, yes, we cut back. We still do shorts. What I stopped doing was you won't get most of our subscribers won't get the alert that I put one out, because we were putting so many of them out there that I don't want your feed to get blown up by we're putting another short out. So I turned that off so nobody will get notifications of the shorts. So the shorts are still there if you want to go back and see them. We just kind of had fun doing those. They were quick, easy 60-second videos. For me to do a 10, 15, 20, 25-minute video, it takes hours and hours and hours of video. And so the shorts were pretty quick and easy, and it's just some way to keep in touch with you guys, because we want to be able to keep in touch. So you're not going to, if you subscribe to us and you ring the bell, you're not going to get any notifications on those. So you can go back to our YouTube channel and hit shorts, and you can see all of our shorts. So
of course you can bring me some freezer meals. Our freezer's not that big, but it's decent. It's narrow though. So it's a 2-door. My whole fridge is a 2-door. Well, I guess it's a 4-door, but it's, the top, it's French door, but the bottom has 2 doors. So it's 2 narrow compartments. That's sweet, Joyce. Thank you.
How's your Halo View working? And you considered
side view cameras?
I'm not ever going to get to side view cameras. Yes, the Halo View is working awesome.
Yeah.
I had the side ones when I had my Furion. I don't want to sound like this, but I've been pulling trailers for over 30 some odd years. I had tractor trailers. I don't need the side mirrors. I've just gotten used to side ones. I've gotten used to not using them.
And when he puts our truck now, when he turned like his right turn signal on the display in the console, lights up what's over there out of the mirror. Like it picks it up. So like there's really no need to have a second camera because it picks it up.
But I've turned it off because that gets to be a nuisance for me to see that. So I've just been pulling trailers for a very, very long time. So I don't really need that. So no, I don't need it. So we just have one on the back and I'm going to put one in the garage. But the Halo View is working beautiful. 45-foot long, no lag. It's better than our other brand. So yes, I would go with that one if I was you.
Joyce, I'm not picky. I eat anything.
Mexican is her favorite.
I do love Mexican and Italian, but I'm not particular.
Yes, you want the Halo View cheap reviews. You definitely want it. It's awesome.
Gumbo or jambalaya, y'all.
Who's that?
At Endless Brian. I like both. So I'm no help. I like to eat. Just saying.
So who has backup cameras on their RV? Does everybody have backup cameras? Just say yes, no. Let us know what you guys are thinking. I don't need the backup camera. I just like to be able to see what's behind me coming up. So I run it going down the road.
Yeah, he uses the backup camera more going down the road to see what's going on behind him than he does backing into a campground.
If you watch,
he's got this camera in the back when he's.
If you watch our last video, the Halo View video, you'll see how close somebody really got to us at a stoplight. I thought they were going to run in the back of us. That's the reason I want something back there to see. Don't forget to sign up for the Link on every Cavern potluck. Yes. If you come in there,
I signed up. But yes, Brian Smoot, if you're not on the if you haven't seen it, we'll see you Wednesday and we'll show it to you. But there's a on the event for the Endless Caverns Facebook page, there's events there and the potluck is there, so you can go on there and sign up for what you're bringing. I'm sure I think Joyce already has because I remember seeing her name.
Love seeing who's back there.
Derek said my backup camera is broken. It cusses me out and says, "Get your butt over this."
That's not your backup camera. That's your wife.
That's your wife. Your backup camera doesn't talk.
I've heard her say that a couple times too, so I know that's true. Have two and neither works. What are you talking about, Vicky? What doesn't work? Your Halo View? I do, but my monitor decided to commit suicide yesterday. Got another one away. There you go.
No.
KW is tight inside. Oh, come on now. What is that supposed to mean, Kenny?
And the campgrounds would be tight. He knows where the campgrounds you go to.
No, he said it's tight inside.
Oh, too small for you? He's calling you a big boy.
I guess. I don't know. I drove many KWs. I love them.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Oh, me. Y'all are funny stuff.
All right. Well, we're not going to hold you guys up anymore. So I got to get somebody to sleep. She's probably pretty tired.
I didn't sleep well last night, so I am tired.
But like I said, we do love you guys. We do appreciate all your support. Make sure you guys are following us on everything. Comment if you can. If you guys are watching YouTube, Instagram, any of that stuff, comment. Just let us know who you guys are, where you're following us so we can communicate back and forth with you guys, because the algorithm loves comments, loves thanks, likes, and all that kind of stuff. So
we don't have KW money either, just so you know.
Yeah. So we're going to get off here, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure you please, when I post that stuff about next week, you guys share that with all your friends, family, even if they're not RVers, maybe they want to be RVers. Lisa went to the doctor the other day, and a lady found out we were RVers, and she just talked to us about it. So it doesn't have to be. I said
we're gypsies, so I'm going to need to not have to come in here for physical therapy. What can we work out? And she's like, "Oh my God, I want when my husband retires, I want to sell everything and hit the road." So we were stuck in there for like 20 minutes. Somebody else was probably had a late appointment because of us.
So we appreciate you guys. Please check in with us a little bit. Just email me, give me something to do, because she's going to be driving me crazy. Email us. I'll tell you how she's doing.
Thanks for the well wishes, guys.
And we appreciate everything, guys. And
thank you all, and safe travels to you all.
And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So set your alarm, your calendar, your smoke signals, whatever you guys need, so we can see you guys in 2 weeks.
Some of you before then.
All right,
safe
you guys.
Travels, y'all.
Y'all have a good night. Bye.